Every year before the Altoona Curve start their season, we try to get in touch with Nate Bowen, general manager of the Curve, talk about the coming season and what Curve baseball looks like for the brand new year. He's on the line with us this morning, and our visit is presented by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Nate, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
It's good to have you back with us. How many years now with the Altoona Curve for you?
I started with the Curve in 2013, so a lot.
Man, and you've been there for all of this time, and it's great to visit with you once a year because we get a chance to sort of set ourselves for the coming season. And, you know, the roster was released yesterday, and we're looking forward to seeing some guys come back and some new guys come in and play for the Curve this year. But I want to talk about that Curve baseball experience and what fans get when they visit the ballpark, because it really is just I always say it's a family atmosphere when you go to see a Curve game, because it seems like everybody there knows you when you get there.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's one of the best parts about minor league baseball as a whole is the social aspect of everything, just being at the game. And I mean, it helps if the team is good. Last year we made the playoffs for the first time since 2018. But it's good just for everybody to come back and see. It is like a family, like you said. There's ushers who have worked here. I think we still have 3 or 4 that started in 1999, and they've been here since the very beginning. But a lot of them that have been here for several years and have like relationships with the fans, and it's good for them to get to see them again after a long winter, definitely a cold winter this year for sure.
Yeah. What's the ballpark look like these days?
We're ready to play today if we had to. It was so nice yesterday. I mean, we could have played yesterday as well, but we do have a couple new things at the ballpark for this year. We have an area down the third base line we've converted into, like, we got some furniture from Park Home that's like outdoor patio furniture, and partnered with Levity over there. On that area, who I know you all know well in Indiana, to set up an area where like they'll have the different beers on tap, a couple of the different Curve beers, and then some of their signature offerings as well. So really looking forward to seeing that in action on Thursday.
Yeah, is that an area that folks can reserve or groups can reserve ahead of time?
It's not. It's just first come, first served. So it's another. That's one of the big things. A lot of the newer stadiums have is these different like social areas for some of the reasons that we had just talked about, where it's really first come, first served. You don't have to pay anything extra to get in there, and it should be a fun area for everybody to hang out in.
Yeah. Of course, when we go to a Curve game, there are things that we have to see, and people or creatures that we have to see. For my family, we have to see Altoona. We have to see him, and hopefully he's out there dancing around a lot this year.
Yeah, it's good when he's out there a lot. But looking forward to him and Loco chasing each other around the stadium. Hopefully not causing too much havoc. But mascots are crazy, so you never really know what they're going to do.
Yeah. We're going to talk to John of Moses, of course, about the guys that we'll get to see all season long. We really get into it with John about how this guy looks or what this guy brings to the team. I know that the fans really want to see winning baseball there with the Curve. At the same time, they want to see the guys who are developing their games to make it to Pittsburgh one day. And you've had a number of guys that have gone from Altoona to Indianapolis and straight to Pittsburgh, all within the course of a season, and especially early in the year, you get a chance to see some fellas that might be in Pittsburgh before the end of this year.
Yeah, especially at the start of the season. I think we're close to 230 or so players that have played in Altoona, and then whether it was obviously the majority of them made the major leagues with Pittsburgh, but there are some that have made the big leagues with other organizations. So it's exciting to see for them when it happens, and to see all the hard work and all the time they put in here that we get a chance to see a lot more than the general public what they do day in and day out. Today's a very long day for them. It's media day here, so they'll get started another 20 minutes or so, and they'll be either like working out on the field, or they have an event tonight with a booster club. So it should be a 12 to 13 hour day for them before the season starts. And there's a lot that goes into it, just travel wise. I know John or Preston can talk to you a little bit more about that, but riding the bus city to city, and it takes a lot of time to get to where they want to go, for sure.
Yeah, that minor league life is an interesting one. Of course, there are long bus rides for the players, but they're young guys. They're in their early 20s for the most part. You might get some guys in the mid to upper 20s who are they're in a mentorship role, but still playing good baseball for the Altoona Curve, and understanding how a baseball player fills his day at the minor league level in Altoona is, I'm sure it's a very fascinating thing. Do you actually, or do the Pirates as a whole, do they sit the guys down and explain, okay, this is how you should be spending your time here when you're with Altoona or with Indianapolis or Greensboro? You should be working on this, you should be doing this, and do they map out a day that much in detail, or do they let the guys pretty much learn their way?
They give them a lot to work on, not only like during the season, but when they leave in the off season, they have exit meetings with the managers or their positional coaches, depending on what position they play, and they give them a list of things that they want to improve on. And I mean, now in 2026, there's so many numbers that are available to them on like different situations. That was a big thing we had talked about last year's coaching staff, talked about with them a lot, was if there's less than 2 outs and a runner on third, what percentage of the time are you driving that person in? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's crazy amounts of numbers for them to see all the time. Sometimes it's a lot. They even have people who like coach them on how to like interpret all the data that they're getting, because it's so much in 2026, way more than when I first started in the game, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always fascinated by the fact that every player, everybody that's putting on that Curve jersey, has his own story about his baseball journey. And you get guys. I'm really rooting for Anthony Solomito to put together a season that we've been thinking he has within him, but he's always been derailed by injuries. Guys like that, and Po Yu Chen. Fellows that we're hoping can finally take the step that they want to take. You see young guys like Mitch Jebb and the leadership that he provides for a team like this. There really just are a ton of stories with the Curve, aren't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for people in different places with the team, and it's good to have Mitch back. He had a great year for us last year too, and that's what you need to be successful, is a good mix of people coming back who have experience at the level or experience at the league, and then some guys coming up on the way as well. Greensboro had a great season last year. They had one of the best regular seasons in all of minor league baseball. They won, I want to say, more than 85 games last year. So a lot of the guys who we saw, a handful of them come up after their postseason ended last year, are coming off a great year down there. But it's transitioning from high A to double A that we'll see how they're able to take that.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, for the Curve fans, you'll have all kinds of promotions, starting with a visit by Cole Tucker coming up on Thursday for the opener, huh?
Yep, Cole was a fan favorite here when he was in Altoona when we won the championship in 2017. Went on to play with 4 different teams at the major league level, and he's now a radio host for Sirius XM for MLB Network. So he's still on the air quite a bit, and he's a great personality for sure, and a really fun guy to be around. So looking forward to having him here on Thursday and for fireworks on Thursday. And most of the schools in our area are closed on Thursday and Friday, or on Friday for the Easter holiday. So hoping to see a lot of kids out here at the ballpark this weekend as well.
Yeah, you'll be packing it in, and folks can check out the promotional schedule. We'll talk with Johnny Moses about that on Friday as well. Nate Bowen, I know it's a really, really busy day for you and the entire Curve family. I thank you for taking some time out of your day. You had to carve it out for us today, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on.
There's Nate Bowen, the general manager of the Altoona Curve, and it is the voice of Indiana County. WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Fox News coming up, top of the hour, and then Josh in the newsroom.